Welcome to the channel. My name is Ndifon Ntui. On the channel I make tutorials. I post new videos on Wednesdays and on Saturdays, so if you're into stuff like this, make sure to check back on those days in order to watch new content. In this video I'll be showing you how to install a side seam pocket. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe, as that helps the channel grow. If you're a beginner or if you're a person that wants to push up on your skill, I found online courses. I'll be showing a demo how to make a jumpsuit for you to watch and decide if learning online will be convenient for you. If you're interested, send a Telegram message to the number that you can see on the screen. All right, thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye. Okay, good day ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the video. Now this is usually how side seam pockets are built, but the issue I have with this is that it doesn't really sit in one place. You see this, because of the way it is sewn, it doesn't recognize where the front is and where the back is. This is okay, but I feel like sometimes when you put your hand into the dress and you want to get some money out, if the pocket is facing the back of the dress, you need to turn it to the front of the dress, and it can be quite problematic. So this is one way to fix the pocket. I'm not going to show this today. You will learn how to do this. Okay, now we have all the black thread showing in front of here because I wanted you guys to see where all my seams are landing. If I use red on red, the thread would have just disappeared. But what we have here, you can see that here the pockets will automatically face the front, and even if you tried and this part went to the back, if you notice, look at what's happening here. This seam on the side is not falling the other way like it did on the other side. So once you want to access your pockets for whatever reason, your pocket will always be in front. Okay, so now to begin, I have some pieces in front of you. This red orange piece of fabric, of two pieces of fabric, you can see I'm using this to represent the side. So if this is like a dress, okay, this is where I'm going to attach the pocket to. These pieces that you can see here are the this is what will become the pockets at the end of the day. So what I have done is I have cut two pieces of fabric that are both 11 inches. Okay, it's a rectangle. From here to here is 11, from here to here is 8. So you're going to cut a rectangle at 11 inches by 8 inches, and you're going to cut two pieces of it. Okay, so we need to make some slight changes to this fabric as well. So after you've cut your 11 by 8, what you're going to do is you're going to come to the two angles on this side here, okay, because it's want the inner pocket to have a curve. So you're going to come to the angle from the edge like this. You see this, you're going to place 3 inches on the edge, and you're going to make a mark at 3 inches, and you're going to come down here to make a mark at 3 inches, and then you're going to make a curve from here to here. Okay, you see that we're sort of using this angle, okay, to draw the curve. Okay, we're using this angle here to draw the curve. We're going to repeat the same thing at the bottom. So now that's the curve that we'll have on both sides of the pocket that will face the inside. Now the next thing we're going to do is this. We will need to make space for where your hand is supposed to come in through. Okay, so what you're going to do is this. You're going to come from the top here where you still have this angle over here. You're going to come from here, and you're going to come to 7 inches, and you're going to make a mark. Okay, so from here, from the top part of the fabric, okay, from here to here is 7 inches. Okay, after you've made that mark, next thing you are going to do is you're going to come in by 1 inch and make a mark. You see this, and then you're going to simply draw a line from here down. So I'm now going to cut here, and then we're going to cut here down. If you want, you should make a little curve as you get to the end. Okay, so with this we have made the pockets. With this, that is how you go about cutting the fabrics that you're going to use as the pockets. Okay, so what we're going to do, you're going to pick up one of it. You're going to get the part of your dress or whatever you're attaching the pocket to, whatever part you're attaching the pocket to that you want to be the front. You're going to come to the point where you want the pocket to be placed, so where you want the pocket to start. Okay, so we're coming from the top. Let's assume that the shoulder is up here and the end of the dress is down here, so you can see the top part of the pocket up here facing down. I'm placing the front side facing the front side of the fabric. Now I'm going to make a stitch. I'm going to come 1/2 inch after the top, and I'm going to make a stitch in by 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to sew down. Watch closely. Okay, we're going to come from the edge of the fabric like so, and then from here I'm going to stitch in. Lock it when you start, stitch in 1/2 inch. When you get to 1/2 inch, leave the needle inside, turn your whole turn everything around while the needle is still inside there, so that it gives you a sharp, it gives you an angle. You're going to stitch down. Now when you are 1/2 inch close to the end, you see this, when you're 1/2 inch close to the end, you turn it around like so, and then lock here, okay, all the way to the end of the fabric. Now the next thing you are going to do is you are going to make notches at this point. So you see this point here where you have this angle, you're going to make a notch towards that angle, but you will stop right before you get to where the thread is. Don't snap the thread when you are cutting through. Repeat the same thing at the bottom here. Okay, then take this to the ironing table, because we'll need to turn everything here inside out. Going to need to turn everything here inside out and iron it. So you see this, we've started to form the pocket, but we need to press and iron this. But you can see that there's already this angle here going on. All right, so you can see this piece that we have, but now it's a lot smoother because I've ironed this in. Okay, now make sure, just as a reminder, make sure to do this on the front side of your fabric. So you see this direction that we have, this is where the pocket is going to stay throughout. So make sure that this is like the front of your dress or the front of your skirt that you're making this cut to. Okay, and make sure that this deep part of the pocket is facing the hem of the dress or the hem of the skirt or whatever you're attaching the pocket to. Okay, after you've ironed it, the next step, you're going to simply sew 1/2 inch after this edge that you have here. You will not start from here like stitch around the edges. What you would do is you just come from the beginning here and you stop halfway. Alright, so you can see that. So just make a stitch from the top to the bottom, don't enter the corners. Now the next thing we'll do is we're going to now bring this guy here into the mix. So you see this part that we have here, we're going to lay it flat like so, bring this part here and align them together. So you see, now I'm using a different color of fabric so that you can see the difference in what I'm doing. But if I was using the same red fabric at every point in time, what will happen now is that what you will be seeing here is not the colored fabric that you can see here. It have just been a plain color, and they have just been the same fabric flush everywhere. So when you place it like this, make sure you come to the top here. You see this, align, look at where I push down the fabric, align them together at the top to make sure they're on the same level at the top part right there, and then we're going to stitch them together. Okay, so you see this, it's a bit uncomfortable for me. I really don't stitch with the fabric in, but it's fine. You see this, you're going to come from here and then we're going to go around the pockets. Okay, we're going around the pockets now. Now you can see what we have here. Okay, you can see what we have here. Now we have created the pockets. Okay, we've created the pockets. The next thing you want to do is to finish it neatly. Okay, so you see this edge that we have here. At this point you can take it to your overlocker or to your weaving machine, and then you can use that to finish off the edge together, so that you just have one neat weave going around the edge of your pocket. If you don't have access to that, you can also use cotton bias to go around the edges, and that will also give you a very clean finish on the inner pockets. Okay, after you've done this, the last step is now to just to join the back to the front. So remember, I told you to do this on the front of whatever you are working on. Yeah, so Next step is just to stitch these two together, half an inch across or whatever allowance you wanted to. Now so you see this, at this point we are basically done. The last thing would be to complete that stitch at the end. Now you see this stitch. Now the next thing will be to complete that L that we have there. If you want, you can push all the excess. If you want to top stitch your pockets, you can push all the excess. You see this, you can do something like this and stitch from the top and connect it to the L. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I've pushed all the excess towards the front. That is it. You can repeat the same thing I just did now on the bottom and to also give you an awesome finish. But look at this, you now have a pocket that would always face the front. Because of the way we built the entire thing, the whole pocket, you see this, it always face the front. Okay, you see this, once you flip it over to face the front. If you use the other methods of fixing a side seam pocket, sometimes you will have it facing the back, sometimes have it facing the front. Okay, that's not bad in every case, but I feel like this just gives a better finish, so that if you are using it and you're out, once you put your hand into your pockets, you know that you are going to the front, not that the pockets will be at the back and then you need to now adjust it to the front. I hope that you understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that is it. I'm going to just make the last stitch and connect it to here just to tie everything together. So this is what the end result looks like. Okay, this is what the end result looks like. You have a pocket that's always facing the front, you can easily access it. Okay, so you see that's how you make a side seam pocket, like a blouse. That's how you make a side seam pocket. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a lovely day. Thank you for watching. So remember to browse the channel, remember to subscribe, like the video if you like the video. I will see you in the next video. Have a lovely day.